Welcome back to A Game of Fangs of Thrones. My name's Hannah. I write books and occasionally I read them too, and this is a little weekly reading vlog. And admittedly, we are getting a bit of a later start than I would have liked. I'm blaming public transport, specifically the metro. Power lines went power failure today, and long story short, the bus I get normally is the bus that everybody piles onto when the metros don't work. So, to avoid getting crushed, I got a different bus with the intention of meeting up with that first bus or the metro replacement bus later on. I should have just risked the crush injuries and got on the first bus. But I'm home now. We made it, and I'm really liking heatless curls at the moment. They seem to be really working with my hair, which is good. So, plans for this week are the same as always. Work on the outline for Magic Book 3 and edit Rise of the Riders. They are the main goals, but this week, because I am using up some holiday time, I do have a bit of a long weekend and a half day Thursday, so I'm probably just going to actually concentrate on reading a bit more this week, I think. Now, I do have a book I'm reading, so bear with. In my gorgeous Charlie and Fox covers. These are not sponsored. I bought these for me. I absolutely adore them. And you can't quite tell, but I had a bit of an accident this morning. I spilled my coffee. So, it's a good job that Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Worlds is staying, because I cannot in good conscience put this on Vinted. And I would even feel funny putting it in a charity shop, I have to admit. Normally I take very good care of my books. This is the exception, because I will show you the other books I'm reading when I read them, but this was an accident, I swear. But I am 102 pages into it, and we are following. It's basically a continuation of the first one, which is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and it is just over there, and I absolutely adored that. To be fair, it's Emily and Wendell that do it. I mean, these are cozy fantasy romances, so you know what's going to happen, but they are so beautifully written. They are so cheery. It's just, maybe it's a cozy academia, but I am very much vibing with this one. Oops. Yes, I'm very much vibing with this, and I'm intending to continue on with the series, to be honest. But in this one, you can kind of guess what's going to happen by the title, but Emily is working on creating a map of fairy, which ties into what Wendell is after as well, and their relationship is so cute. How many times can I say cute describing this book? But it is. That's not to say the stakes aren't high, but it's just cute. I don't know how else to describe this. So, before I waste more time just gushing about the cuteness of this, I'm going to actually airdrop the footage from last week's vlog onto the iPad and just get to work. Okay, so it's Wednesday, we are here again, and updates. So I have Lilo and Stitch on. The room is almost ready for the new desk, which I did order this morning. That's coming tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be here when I finished work, because half day tomorrow, and there's a few bits that I can still get rid of, but I can drop them off at the charity shop tomorrow after work, leaving a little bit more space to play with. So I'm happy about that, and obviously when it comes I will set it up and show you guys. I'll show you when it's all finished because everything's coming separately. But yes, that's exciting. My tea for tonight is not tea, it is a mocha, courtesy of Hotel Chocolat. I have the velvetizer and I absolutely adore that thing. But what we're really here for, to be honest, is book update. So when I left you on Monday, I think it was halfway through chapter 5. I can't remember. But yesterday I did finish chapter 5 and I got probably a quarter of the way through chapter 6. So tonight's goal is to finish chapter 6. Didn't get any more of the outlining of book 3 in Magic series done at work just because we were a little bit manic today. Lots going on. And I don't think I'll get much done tomorrow as well, just with me only being in for a couple of hours. And I'll be trying to get everything handed over for the next couple of days nicely. So I will probably update you at some point. But yeah, hot chocolate on the go. We have some snacky snacks. And I can confirm that my hoodie that I knitted is very warm and comfortable. I think it's probably going to be one of those ones where I can wear it all the way through the year. It's very light. But yes, I'm very happy with myself. So, because I've got nothing to talk about, I'm just going to get on with the writing. So it's Friday and you might be able to see we have a new angle. I got my desk set up. Please ignore this. But yes, it is about 10 to 11 on Friday. I'm fine. I'm just using up some holidays, some PTO from work, and I got my desk sorted. It is short. It's only about 80 centimeters, but it works for the space. And I'm very much enjoying it. I got a proper clicky keyboard. And you can't tell where you are now, but it does light up. So, very happy. Like I said, it is Friday. I do have the day off. I've dropped some stuff off at the charity shop. I got some food in. I have my snacks. I'm meeting a friend for a little late lunch catch up at about 2, so I have until 1 to get some work done. And so that is writing, really. I think what I'm going to do, just while I've got this while I'm testing everything works, I think I'm just going to work on Rise of the Riders. I'm just about over the halfway mark of the new chapter 6. I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but I've realised that in this draft, and possibly in From Witches and Wolves, that my first draft is very much either like a very rough draft or almost a fast draft, like a 0 draft, despite having an outline. So it is underwritten in places and there's weird chapter breaks, and it's just, this particular book needs a lot of work. So I have that. And then when I do get sick of things or I need a bit of an eye break, but I'm not ready to stop writing, I have my outline notebook, and I will work on the outline for a little piece of Magic Book 3, which does have a title. I can't remember if I told you this or not, but for now I'm just going to keep it as Book 3. Maybe announce it in the Rough Draft Challenge diaries, which start in a couple of days. They will open on the 1st of April. So I think in terms of where I am with this, I have just finished outlining my midpoint. So I still have the rest of Act 2 to go and all of Act 3. This, I'm not really that concerned if I don't get finished all before April, because I'm not that quick. I'm not going to write it that quick. There will be times where I can just jot down a few outlines in here when I'm at work. So yes, I have a desk. I love it. I absolutely adore it. And we've gone for a bit of a blue theme, which was unintentional but works. I have a little desk mat that's sort of a illuminated dragon. My keyboard is gorgeous, and that is sort of shades of blue, and obviously my laptop itself is blue. And it was all available on Amazon, so yes. And my desk has a pocket. Honestly, I love the fact that this has a pocket. But yes, I've rambled on, and I think it's time to get started. Film on the iPad and see if we can change the camera a little bit so it's a little bit easier. Looks a little bit nicer. There, I think that is better. There we go. I figured out how to time lapse. And I did actually do some work. I've finished chapter 6, and that's about 5 pages. I love how I've been able to figure out how to put page view on Scrivener. Game changer. Is that better? Because I'm conscious that the light is behind me. Yes. What else was I going to say? I can't remember anymore. There we go. But yes, I figured out how to do time lapses. I finished chapter 6, and it is like 5 to 1. So I am meeting my friend at 2. So I'm just going to walk over. So I think because I'm losing focus. I mean, I've spent the last 5 minutes playing up the phone. But I think because I'm losing focus, it is probably time to take a break, and then depending on how I feel after when I come back, because the place we are going to is very nice. Does very nice food in very big portions. And I think that if I have something a little bit heavy or too big, it does send me to sleep. So with that in mind, I don't know if I will get any more of Riders done today, but I do want to have a look at getting some more of the outline for Magic Book 3 down. Because I don't have as long as I thought. Let's load up the calendar. So it's the 21st of March today. Rough Draft Diaries opens on the 1st of April, and that is a Tuesday. So I have the rest of the weekend, the rest of next week, and Monday after to finish it. and the way it's going at the moment, it is very slow. I am needing a bit of motivation with that one, but anybody's interested, we're 6 chapters into Riders, and this new draft is 14,016 words, so I think this one will be able to work as a weapon in its part time. So that being said, I'm going to put the footrest back. I've just been loving having a footrest on my chair. It means I can actually, curl properly. Just flip that back where it's supposed to be. Put the blanket back. It's nice having a blanket as well. It's just a very nice setup. And then we're going to put the hoodie on. Grab my keys and my phone. I don't think I need anything else because, like I say, we're just going for some food and a bit of a catch up. And yeah, I will see you at some point. So put the bracelet back on. I like this bracelet, but it makes it awkward to type. And can confirm that my keyboard makes a very nice thwacky sound, and it lights up. Don't think you were able to see that in the time lapse, but it's fun. It's working. Yay. I think it's 10 to 12 actually. I've done some more work on the book and I'm just taking a break from that. I've also been working on my new cross stitch. I don't know if you can tell, but I finished the square. And now, because it is getting on for lunchtime, I'm going to go downstairs with my book, which I am not very far into, very much enjoying. Did I get this in? There we go. Yes, I'm very much enjoying that, and I'm going to go downstairs, have some lunch. Put this back, sorry about the crackles. Yes, I'm going to have some lunch. I think I've got a salad in the fridge that I bought yesterday. I'm going to have that, and then just sort of potter. I don't really have anything major that I want to do today. I've done the writing, which is a big part of what I do on Saturdays, so just going to read for a bit, and yep, we'll update you if something happens. Okay, so day one with the desk has been very productive. It's 8:10. I am finishing off today with just under 5,950 words. The technical number is 5,943, which I think took me to the end of chapter 6. So tomorrow's project will be working on chapter 7. I did also work on the outline for Magic Book 3 today as well. I think I got a time lapse of that. And I've just finished my sort of the third obstacle of Act 2. Next up is the crisis and then the climax. Yes, I'm very much enjoying my new desk. It is very cute,
and now I think I'm just going to read for a bit. I'm currently reading When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I just have the normal hardcover edition because I just love the cover. This is a reread for me. Yeah, I think I've explained, but I originally read this on Kindle Unlimited, and I read it in like 2 or 3 sittings within the same day. So I'm hoping for a similar effect in this one. Yes, this, if you recognise this, yes, this is the When the Moon Hatched cover from Charlie and Fox. I do have the rest of them just here in my handy dandy little desk pocket. I love this pocket. But yes, so I think just because I don't want to burn out, even though I am very much enjoying this setup, I never write 6,000 words in a day. So can we just, take a moment? So I think this is probably one of the better days I've had. Hopefully I can follow it through, because I do want to get as far into the writer's rewrite as I can, because in April my focus will be shifting to book 3 of Magic, for the Rush Draft Challenge with Sarah Cannon's Heart Breathings, and I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I think I've learned a lot from publishing Magic and Wolves and publishing them so close together as well. I think I rushed Wolves. I'm still proud of it. I still enjoy that series, and I'm happy with what I put out, but I think I did rush it a little bit. I think I got caught up in the novelty of self-publishing, and I think it's something I will always be aware of, that substance over style and the whole argument of quantity versus quality. I'm on the side of quality, by the way, in case anybody was interested, but it is going to be a learning process, and as long as I learn something either about the industry, myself, or my process, I will be happy. And I know that, especially with what I'm doing now with riders, I definitely think that Witches is probably underwritten, and it is something that I will be aware of in future books. And then fast forward to like the next year, and you'll know that I'm overwriting, but it's a process. Some books will lend themselves to it and others won't, and every book is different. So I think that's enough of me babbling for tonight. I don't know if I'm going to read in my chair or if I'm just going to read on the bed. I think I'm probably just going to read on the bed. I want to try and separate the desk for just reading, for just writing and working, and have the bed for sleeping and reading, because I've noticed that I think that's the way to go forward for me, and I've had a very productive day and I am happy with that. So I'm going to say good night for now, and I will come back to you in the morning, I think. Okay, so it's Sunday. It's about 12:10. I'm making a point of not doing any writing today. I'm having a bit of a rest from that. I'm having a day off. That being said, I'm still doing bits and pieces. I'm just not focusing on writing today. I did finish When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and I enjoyed it.
But I didn't read it as quickly as I did on Kindle Unlimited, and I think that's just one of those things. But I did enjoy it. I am glad I bought a physical copy because it has a map. Yes, I know, fantasy girl with a map, but it has a map. So rest of the day I will probably just potter. I'll probably start another book, or maybe work on my cross stitch for a bit. But I think just because I'm not going to be doing anything exciting now, I'll just end the vlog. So thank you so much for watching. If you like it, give it a like, and I'll see you in whatever comes next. So bye.